back for a new episode channel. Terry here on Down the Road Production. So we're on M22 in Glen Arbor right now, and I stayed at the Sylvan Inn Bread and Breakfast, which is very motorcycle friendly and travel friendly right in downtown Glen Arbor. So if you do motorcycle M22, we recommend this place for sure. On that, today our plan had been to ride north from Glen Arbor. A lot of rain, so I'm going to ride south again and retrace my steps from the previous video you may have seen by now and not ride into the rain north of me. My bike's been rained on a few times. I wiped it down this morning, had to wipe it down again. So guys, thank you for being here for this episode. We are moto vlogging with our Honda Goldwing and sharing the M22 experience with everyone. If you're new here, these are the types of things we do. Give us a like, subscribe, or share. Let's go. Let's have a great video. Guys, let's go. We had a great stay at the Sylvan Bed and Breakfast. I recommend it. On Down the Road Productions recommends it if you're traveling by a car or motorcycle on M22. Best part is you're in downtown Glen Arbor, really nice town, and this is how we signed the guest book. To Beck, who helps run this place, thank you for a great stay, Terry, on Down the Road Productions. So right now, on this Monday, I'm on M22 in Empire, Michigan. I met some great Harley riders here yesterday. I'll be riding with them in Southern Ohio before the summer's over. Like I always tell you guys, I love meeting people, and you know, they're like me. I don't care what you ride. And they said to me, well, your bike's better than ours. I said, no, educate me. And they saw their bikes in a different light. You know, a Goldwing's a Goldwing, a Harley's a Harley. That's it. Ride what you like. What's going on here is that I didn't need gas. I just stopped to take a quick bathroom break. My fingerless gloves are still wet. Long story short, one of the guys that stopped here told me that there's rain south of here. So I'm waiting it out another few minutes or so, and you can see the Goldwing behind me. I have been dumped on 4 to 5 times this morning. That poor Goldwing has been rained on hard this morning. And last night I had the half cover on it, so she's basically cleaned up right now. I just don't feel like riding into the rain. And you know, I kind of ache all over. I don't know why, but I'll get back on the Goldwing here in a few minutes, and I'll be leaving Empire. So there's Empire Bluff. I don't want to ride my bike for 15 minutes and stop at Empire Bluff, but I've got Empire Bluff, which is one of the top attractions in the state that I'll go to this week, either today or with Teresa. And riding south on M22, even though I had planned to go north on M22, takes me right back to literally Crystal Mountain, where we're staying for the next week. So I'm just going to chill like a villain and take my time riding our beautiful Goldwing and capture what happens like this is happening right now. And I'll walk over this way. This is the intersection, West Empire and M72 and Route 22, so I'll do this. Great place to stop if you're riding through on your motorcycles, either going through Glen Arbor, either way. There's one gas station in Glen Arbor and the parking lot's trashed. I recommend, if you're motorcycling, stop at Empire on your way into Glen Arbor or out of Glen Arbor. If you need to stop for gas, stop at Empire at this BP. It's a nice station. The gas station in Glen Arbor is really old-fashioned, nothing wrong with that, but the parking lot is terrible. It's just terrible, potholes, it's all broken up, and I don't think that parking lot is motorcycle friendly. And here we've got a Harley behind us. Maybe you saw that. So the riders are coming back out, and I'll get back on our Goldwing here soon. Can't say I had a perfect night's sleep last night. A couple storms rolled through, and it's been a while since I've stayed in a bed and breakfast, and we'll get back at it. This is just a quick update portion of the video. It's frustrating to only make it less than 10 miles and have to stop again, but I'll get on the road here and we should be good south on M22 again. All right guys, let's keep going. One other thing, back in Glen Arbor I had to beg for some ice. You can see it there. These are my daily diabetic meds. A few of these are vitamins, but I have to take a shitload of pills to keep my shit together every day. I had 6 months last year where my diabetics went untreated because of a job loss and insurance loss, and it hit hard. And they gave me some ice I threw in here. So, well, long story short, you can see my insulin. The one I take with meals, and then the long-acting insulin here. I need to keep it kind of cool. And I'm on this bike. It's very kind of the grill in Glen Arbor to let me have a cup of ice, because I don't want my insulin medication to go bad. It's expensive. Stopped about 30 miles south of Frankfort. Really don't need gas. Just taking a pit stop for bio break, and we're moving along. We got out of the rain that was in Glen Arbor. Nice, cool, beautiful motorcycle riding weather, and I've seen a couple other bikes. Talk about riding in God's country. M22 is so worth it. And I'm at the junction with 31 north and south right now. I'm gonna keep going, and I'll probably flip back around and go M22 north into Glen Arbor, and then over to Crystal Mountain, Thompsonville after that. We'll see. Teresa's on her way here. That's it, guys. We're moving along. Hopefully you're enjoying the video so far, and let's keep this going. Just want to show you guys a few things. My fingerless gloves are still wet, and when I stop, I mount them like this time over my 360 camera to help them dry off quicker. They've been slow to dry off today. Got dumped on. Now, something else I want to show you guys is I did not have time to mount my Moto Beeline. It's still recording the ride, so I've gone 69.9 miles over 3 hours and 16 minutes right now, and I just drop it in here, close the lid, it continues to function. So that's been really kick butt on this ride. And I want to show you here, I had 2 bungee cords, one popped off. It's kind of a hard hook here. I've been able to keep my jacket folded, my Revit mesh jacket that I totally love. I mean, this is probably the best motorcycle jacket I've ever owned because it works in the rain too. It's got all that protection on it, so I know you guys know Revit. Long story short, this single bungee cord has kept this jacket in place through all my adventures up here. So the other bungee cord popped right off yesterday, and I've gone with one. This was rained on today with the bike many times. It's already dry. It's a little bit damp right here. You know, people run out and buy like a rain suit for riding in the rain on a motorcycle. A jacket like a Revit, like this mesh jacket, works in the rain. So look at it this way, you know, these rain suits are super expensive, or they're plasticky and things like that. Get yourself a good mesh jacket like a Revit like we've got. It's got all the reflective material on it here, and you can wear it in the rain if you so desire. And boy, was I in the rain today. Hey everyone, this video continues, and I went all the way south on M22, decided to come back north. I made a wrong turn, but hey man, that's okay. Life is short, and I'm at a Sleeping Bear Dunes pull-off, a scenic pull-off, and you can see the Goldwing behind us. I have to tell you, I'm not DCT bashing. This 6-speed manual Goldwing, oh my gosh, OMG through these turns, the control you have with the shifting, and that excellent Honda manual transmission. So this Goldwing, 2018 Goldwing Tour 6-speed, has been a mother freaking rock star on this trip. And I'm gonna sit on that picnic table behind me. I've got an ice cold unsweetened iced tea I'm gonna drink. Just a quick stop, and after this I'm rocking into Crystal Mountain. Teresa's on her way with her granddaughter. So there you go, and being a diabetic, that's been good for me today too. I've gotten some free ice, and my insulin shots are nice and cold on my bike too. So everything's good for me today. Let's keep going. Saturday I rode up almost 300 miles. My diabetic sensor, my Dexcom sensor, expired, and I realized I forgot to pack a new sensor. I knew it was going to expire. I went without a sensor for Saturday, Sunday, and most of today, Monday. Thing is that last evening in the early AM, I really struggled. I, knew I was crashing. I didn't know what my numbers were. Here's what Teresa brought me. So I get to put this in and get my glucose readings back. I'm not having a lot of fun being a diabetic. I'm grateful to God I'm still here kicking around. That's an update too. Teresa brought the sensor up for me, and she's gonna go in right now. everyone, time to wrap up this episode. Hey, I've had so much fun today in spite of the nasty rain this morning in Glen Arbor. Wow. Hey, but what can you do? My fingerless gloves are still damp to this point. As you saw earlier in the video, I stick them up on the handlebars when I stop so they can dry out a bit more. Hey, ice cold off my bike. I've got a mini storage thing that keeps drinks and stuff like that cold, and this is for all you hardcore players out there that solo ride like on Down the Road Productions. Here you go for you guys and gals. Okay, Gold Peak unsweetened iced tea. I love it. They quit making straight up or selling straight up iced tea in the store, and that was the best unsweetened iced tea you could buy. Gold Peak it is for now. So hey, I'm at 70 miles right now riding for the day from my Moto Beeline. I think the total is going to be higher by the end of the video. I still got to roll back into Glen Arbor and then roll into Crystal Mountain. So I know the ride from Glen Arbor to Crystal Mountain, and that's another probably 18 or 20 miles. I don't know, but I'll do it. I'm going to jump in the hot tub tonight. I've got all week to ride more and more. I'm taking Teresa to Empire Bluff. I'm taking on one of those nice romantic dates. We're going to go to Riverside Canoeing, and there's a restaurant near Riverside Canoeing outside of Glen Arbor on M22 called the Manitowoc, if I said that correctly. So take her canoeing and go to the Manitowoc for dinner and head on back, and then going to take Teresa and the granddaughters to canoeing in town in Glen Arbor. There's a canoeing spot too, but I think this Riverside Canoeing near Glen Arbor is probably superior. I've gone by it now on my bike a few times, and it just looks a lot nicer than the one in Glen Arbor. But either way, we're going to be doing that stuff. Thanks for watching us this video. A lot of different things happened. I was able to share the Moto Beeline. I was like going, how am I going to mount this Moto Beeline on my Goldwing before the trip here, right to M22? I just said I'll run a test and drop it in that little compartment. And you know, it does get warm in that compartment, but that Moto Beeline is so freaking robust. It's like a high-end watch, so you got to get one for your motorcycle, and you can use it on your pedal bike, but it just totally tracks your rides, gives you a summary. You screenshot the summary, which is what I've been doing for my solo ride updates with YouTube Shorts, and it's 220 bucks, and it comes with its own mounting with these black rubber bands. You don't even need it for a Goldwing. So, you know, the only downside is with it in the compartment on the top of the Goldwing, you're not looking at the cool compass or the turn-by-turn directions it'll give you. Small price to pay. I think down the road I'll figure out something for the Moto Beeline more suitable, so it's right out there in front of me like it is on the Rocket. And you know, great freaking product. Don't buy, top tip from on Down the Road Productions, do not buy a Garmin or Zumo. They're cheap plastic junk, and they're slow and lethargic. This Moto Beeline is so cool, and it doesn't wash out in the sun. So you're gonna love the visual display of this thing in the turn-by-turn. And my favorite thing so far with the Moto Beeline have been when you're getting directions from it, right? It's not in that compass mode. When you've actually entered an address and it's giving you turn-by-turn navigation, you see all the side streets as you go on your main road, and that's great for safety. You know, it just gives you that extra sense of, you know, looking out while you ride your motorcycles. All right, guys, I brought the Goldwing so Teresa and I could have some nice rides on M22. Of course, the Goldwing has been on M22 twice. The Rocket's been on M22 3 or 4 times. Definitely, you know, some of the turns I could have taken quicker on the Rocket 3 GT. No question. I'm missing my highway foot pegs, those Rivcos that came off during the bolt recall for the bike. Kind of sucks, you know, because my left knee has gotten sore once or twice. I'm wearing these Klim touring pants that were like 300 bucks, which you would have seen in the other video. They've been freaking excellent. They've kept my legs dry in this rainy weather. I'm not hot or sweating, and you know, level 3 protection. So I have been riding without my Revit jacket on because of the humidity. But I've been riding a long time. You gotta have self-confidence when you get on a motorcycle for sure. All right, guys, so we're thinking of you. We are. We're on your side, and we're consumers like you. These Harley guys were like, hey man, you got a new bike, it looks brand new. I'm like, well, it's a 2018, and what is it now, 7 years old? Now, I bought it 2 years old, crated with less than 1 mile on it, and got a great price on it, but it's technically a 7-year-old Goldwing. I wouldn't trade it for a new Goldwing. It's that awesome of a bike. It looks like a 2025 Goldwing for the uneducated out there, and I'm having a blast with it. You know, it doesn't have the DCT. On days like today, when you got twisties and turnies on M22, you're gonna love a manual transmission. And yes, I know you can thumb shift the DCT and all that good stuff. I'd rather go through some of these sharper turns on a manual transmission. That's not a dig at the DCT guys. I love you too. I'm so happy with our Goldwing. I have no desire to let it go for the latest and greatest new color 2025 Goldwing with the DCT. I just won't do it. Why should I knock myself into economic enslavement by doing that when this one here busted my butt to pay it off early? I have talked myself into a more comfortable seat for it. Give me a recommendation. So Honda sells a better seat for it. I think wearing these Klim touring pants, a little bit, you know, I can definitely ride the bike all day still. I think I want to go to a more comfortable seat for the bike now. Not because of my tush, but you know, I think wearing touring pants is, or jeans actually, it's making a difference. And also too, I ordered tactical motorcycle riding pants, and I'm going to share those with you guys in a gear update in a week or two. The price was right, and I'll talk about that too. Because you know, when it gets this hot and humid, right? My gosh, man. And boy, if I had bad cases of helmet hair, it's been horrible. Take my helmet off, my brand new Sedici helmet off, and boom. I look like I haven't had a bath or shower in 6 weeks. It's pretty funny. I was at a deli today and I look like shit and didn't realize it. Yeah, well, let me tell you this, the deli in downtown Glen Arbor, that's where you want to stop. It's a Jewish deli, and boy, homemade bread, the best lunch meat. If you're rolling through Glen Arbor and you don't want to do the bar food thing, go to that deli and get yourself a good sandwich, a good deli sandwich. For sure, if you're riding like we are. So this is not my only time here on M22. I got all week, and I'm going to come back again this year before the fall weather gets cold and do it again. All right, guys, thanks for watching this episode. Like I said, we're on your side. We do think of you. We're consumers like you. Nothing falls out of our butts. We work for everything we have. I just appreciate the love and encouragement people are giving me at On Down the Road Productions. I return it to you with me, Teresa, and Piper. And we're glad you're here. Guys, until next episode, never give up. You get knocked down, get back up. And trust me on this, because YouTube is like high school. I can give a shit what other people think of me. F that shit. You know, I'm a military veteran. I've got 3 college degrees, and I fight for everything. And if someone doesn't like me for some shitty high school reason on YouTube, they can go fuck off. All right, guys, until next episode, take care of yourselves, and God bless.